Okay, so boom. Now, I feel like what we're about to talk about, high levels of cap.
High levels.
High levels. It's astounding because I feel like, one, it's super relatable. Everybody knows exactly what it is, but nobody wants to be honest about it. So here we go. Okay, so boom. Cheating. All right. First, I want to start with, how do you feel about the act itself? We'll start there. How do you feel about the act itself?
All right. Cheating, to me, how I feel about I'm old school, 90s. So I feel like when men and women, they all find this chemistry that they want to have, you know what I'm saying? And they portray something that they want. But then the attention's not there. And then, somebody's going to step out. So say if we had a party, right? You're hanging with your boys, and your boys just like, yo, these girls is fine. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to agree. Your girl's not there. Why not say something?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you start cheating with your eyes. That's to me, that's a level of cheating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your eyes. You looked at her. You're already sexing her in your mind.
Because cheating doesn't start, like, cheating isn't something that just, I feel like, me personally, cheating was a process.
Yeah, it is.
It started with somewhere. It might have been a situation that you knew you probably shouldn't got into in the first place. It might have been a conversation that you knew you took too far. It might have been a text that you replied to even though you shouldn't have.
That's a fact.
Right? So I feel like a lot of people are like, okay, so boom, you had sex with somebody, that was the cheating event. But for me, I feel like cheating was a whole process.
Yeah.
Right. There was a whole lot of things. But would we agree on something that cheating, right, as just an act, right? No matter how you feel like what the standard is, you feel like cheating as a whole is bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
It is. And I'm not going to lie. That is exactly why we cap so hard about this subject. Because universally, right, we all know it's bad. But also universally, we all do it.
Yes.
Right? If you were to take a guess, right? There's no data on this, right? Because everybody's gonna lie if they did or didn't, so you can't take a poll.
That's a fact.
Who's the fuck's gonna be honest about cheating, right?
Nobody.
So what percent of human beings right now cheated? If you had to just take a guess, how many people?
Percentage?
Yeah.
A percentage? I'll say about 63%.
63%
Cheated.
across the board, or guys.
I would say across the board because nowadays cheating is
Pretty
more even.
Yeah.
But now the way they portray it is females cheat more than men. But I don't believe that. I believe we cheat equally. But it comes with the attention.
I feel like right now, probably, I feel like we're either neck and neck or women have the edge just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. You know what I mean?
You know that.
That's just my personal belief. But I also feel like, I honestly feel like it's higher than 63 though. If I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I actually feel like, despite what people say out of their mouths, I feel like closer to 80 to 90% of the population is cheated.
That's a big jump right there. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I agree with you. Because one, you got men and women that work, right, overseas. And they not home with their family or their husband, whatever the case may be. You're not home all the time. So, like, when you're with somebody, working with somebody constantly, and you see that person every day, what's going through your mind when you see that other person that's not your husband or not your wife?
Right.
And they're attractive. They might not be attractive to you, but in the back of your mind, what's really keeping you from shooting your shot?
Yeah, because men and women now are working, right?
Yeah.
So we're interacting now more than ever. We're interacting with all sorts of people all the time.
Yes.
Not to mention like social media. Like that's just, you know what I'm saying?
Number
like,
one cheater.
I feel like nowadays you literally interact more with like your other people that aren't your partner more than your partner sometimes.
Yeah.
So say you're working 40-hour weeks, right? And then you only see your partner at home for like 3 hours before y'all go to bed.
Yeah.
Come on, son. Like, that makes monogamy kind of difficult.
Monogamy at its finest.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's never been harder to be monogamous. But when it comes to cheating, right, there's high levels of cap. I feel like a lot of women will, one, deny the fact that they're cheating. Two, they'll deny the fact that the access of cheating. And I feel like I honestly feel like the common thing will be like, guys are the dogs, right? And I'm not denying that. Fuck. I mean, I feel like humans are dogs in general. But I feel like there's high levels of cap on both sides. I feel like right now, women cheat more than guys. Guys get caught, so it's perceived like we cheat more, but I don't really think that it's the actual reality of the situation.
I feel like we do get caught more because we're not as secretive as the women wants us to be. And one, women are the best detectives when it comes to anything.
Facts.
They know, they can smell when something's off. They know when you're not giving them attention you regularly give them on a daily.
Right.
They know it. They're the best detectives when it comes to anything. But what gets me off with females is they will deny it to the fucking grave. And then when they fall out with somebody like a best friend or a homegirl and they see that, oh, let me go be petty and then tell the secret. So it's like, why should I have to find out from another individual that you cheated when you could have just been real about it? If nowadays everything is more out in the open, now I don't care what anybody says. Open relationships, more out in the open. Everybody's so cool with, oh, I did this, I did that. Women talk about sex more than men do. And I promise you that's probably 73% in a conversation, women talking about sex and the details of sex, of how they go through sex. So when you're in say, women are at a restaurant, sushi, and they see this one buff guy that's serving sushi, one of their friends are going to say something that's going to arouse the conversation. So they're all in there sexting and doing what they do with their eyes. You feel me? But it's like men, we're like, all right, we see a girl with a nice ass. Then we're like, cool, I'll hit that. You feel me? Whatever. We're dogs. But then women when they during their dogging stuff, it's a little more detailed than us being dogs.
Yeah, not only that, but I just kind of feel like no matter how big the dog is in a guy, more than likely he can't really enact what he's really feeling inside. Okay. So like what I mean by that is a guy who's a 9 gets the same amount of attention, right, or messages in the DMs as a girl who's a 3. And with that being said, is that even if a guy wanted to enact his deepest, darkest fantasies when it comes to cheating or whatever, he really can't compare to the girl just simply because she has more access to. And that's why I think that girls probably right now in today's society cheat a little bit more. Yeah. And with that being said, right, when it comes to cheating, right, we all know that it's freaking wrong, but we all do it. High levels of cap. Anybody who says that they are, shut up. You probably have. Yeah. Well, with that being said, though, right, do you feel like there is a difference depending on how the cheating, how you found out about it, or like the circumstances behind it? Like, not all cheating is on the same level.
It's not.
Right? Like, give an example, like, for you, like, what would make it better or worse?
Put it like this. I've cheated plenty of times. I'm not going to sit here and cap say I never did. One, the female probably wasn't doing something at the time that was arousing to me. Or she on her period. And men hate when they horny and they girl hit them when I'm on my period. So then, like, being a dog, thinking with your dick, you know what I'm saying, not your real head, you're like, all right, so what am I going to do? I'm going to go out. My girl don't want to go out with me. I'm about to go out with my boys. And there's a bitch throwing it at me. And sorry, ladies, but it happens. If you go to the bar and you buying drinks, you chilling with your bros, you turning up, the energy that you applying that night, girls want to be around that energy. So you're going to attract a woman that's going to be like, I don't care if you got a girl. I don't care if this is that. I want what you're giving now. So it's like, are you willing to take the bait? Or be a man about it and be like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going to fuck with this girl. I'm a faithful man. But you're drunk. You're turned up. You're like, she got a nice body. I'm going to do what I got to do.
And even if you were honest about the situation, a lot of the times they don't care. Even if you were honest about it, right? Yeah. So the reason why I brought it up, right? The reason why I said it depends on how you found out about it, right?
Yeah.
Because I know for me personally, right? I'm going to say it like this. If I got cheated on, I would be devastated either way, but I definitely would be able to recover better depending on the situation. For instance, if the guy was a broke boy, less attractive than me, smaller dick, I'd be like, okay, you cheated, but like high key, you're a dummy, and I don't feel that bad about it after the fact, right? I'm gonna move on better.
Yeah.
But now, if the guy had a better car than me, if he had more money than me, if he had a bigger dick than me, okay, fine. If nobody wants to say it, I'll say it. If you found out you got cheated on as a guy, and you found out that the dude had a bigger dick than you, it's gonna hurt worse.
Yeah, it's an ego.
Cheating is cheating, but it's gonna feel worse as a guy.
Hey.
Call it male ego, fragility, call it whatever you want.
Call it how you want it.
It's gonna feel worse.
Yeah, I think honestly, when you have a person that's less than you, you're right. You really like, oh yeah, dummy. But yeah, I think it depends on. To me, if a girl cheat, you scum of the earth. I'm sorry. That may be the most lowest thing for me to say.
But then aren't you scum of the earth too?
Yeah,
though?
I'm scum of the earth. But
there we go.
But the actions though, if you were intentionally cheating on her, if you're trying to work something out, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to better yourself. Like, you know, you've cheated in relationships, but then you found that one and you're like, all right, I'm trying to lock down and do what I do, be a man. You know what I'm saying? So like you try to change that perspective, how you going to treat this woman, but then at the same time, you're going to go out with your homies again. You're going to be drunk and you're going to see. And it's for the females too. I've ran into females literally that are, and they're the faithful as shit. And they claim that shit to the T on Facebook, whatever Instagram, social media they have. I don't give a fuck. They claim it. But at the same time, you know what I don't get about females that claim that they're loyal? Posting ass pics. They're posting all these half-naked shits. So niggas, they're being thirst trap females. Thirst trap. So you're complaining that you want a good man, but at the same time, you're out there setting traps for men. You know what I'm saying? Just like men set traps for female, but women set the most traps. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're half naked on Instagram, on live, doing what they do in their pictures. And they want somebody to be a part of it. They want that attention from a man. Like, all right, this is my body. You know what I'm saying? So reaction is what they want. Females could literally just want 200 likes in a day and think they the shit, think they Nicki Minaj just because they got 200 likes.
Right.
But at the same time, like, what is that picture really doing for yourself? You're exposing yourself, one. And then the man that's trying to be faithful is in your inbox trying to holler at you.
Yeah, is like, for me, is like a contradictory. For that example, for instance, it's contradictory, right? Because if you want like a monogamous, healthy relationship, you have to set the stage first.
That's a fact.
So like, if you built your whole social media empire or your little show that you do on the side based around objectifying yourself, being sexual, that's going to come with male attention. That's going to come with male sexual attention, right? Yeah. So you can't necessarily expect healthy male relationships or high value men based off the fact that like you're already putting out something that you put out yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because those pictures are going to come with DMs. Those pictures are going to come with people that you don't really want in your space like that, you know, quote unquote. And then when that good guy does come around, it's kind of fucking too late. Right? Because say if tomorrow you're like, okay, I'm done with it, it's over, and I want to be in a relationship. Yeah. Being from single to taken is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. That's a fact. Right? And I feel like those gray areas is where a lot of cheating happens, quote unquote, because you already set the stage yourself. Facts. You feel me? Like you already made it known in public. Like, I am known for being sexy. I am known for being wanted like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And no one else ever did that.
And the females that are supposed to be well conservative with their body. And, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want to be a thirst trap, you got thoughts and thirst traps. You got girls that will make you feel like you about to get something and you're not going to get it. And then you got the girls that's doing the same thing they doing and giving it up. Right. No morals. You feel me? So, it's like, I look at it like, one, you don't see guys on Instagram and stuff flashing dick pics. You probably, if a nigga work out, he's gonna show his
Well,
body.
I do feel like dudes
You know what I'm
thirst
saying?
trap too.
Yeah, they do, but like that's if the dude if he got a
You got to be
six-pack,
more of official.
he's buff,
Yeah.
he got tattoos, he's showing off his body. Pause. And females are like, they going crazy for that. We're all wolves in the game. We're all
Right.
dogs in the game, no matter how
We
you
all
look
have
at
a
it.
play a part.
But it's just like you see it more on the female side than the male side, unless you have a conceited male that's all about his looks and always wants to be in the limelight and showing off his assets and everything he has. Pause. You got females that do that more. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You go on Instagram, you scroll 10, 20 pictures. I bet you it's all ass pictures. I bet you it's all half naked women. You know what I'm saying? I understand that you're beautiful, you want to model, but there's other ways around just making a man that wants to be in a relationship and then going on Instagram and scrolling and his girl catches him scrolling. Because how can a man go on social media nowadays and want to look at family and shit when every other post is a naked bitch?
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody portraying something sexual, OnlyFans, this, that.
I feel like
Cheating comes on the
yeah,
daily, you feel me?
I feel like we complain about cheating, but we don't do anything like culturally to like minimize the climate as a whole, right? So like we complain about cheating, but yet again we like over sexualize social media and tempt people, right? Now I know a lot of people would be like, oh my God, well, it's up to the person and this and that and the third. You know, I get that. Personal accountability. I'm not denying personal accountability, right? But as a society, you got to understand you can do things to make it easier for everybody to be in a monogamous situation. But culturally, we don't do anything to like minimize that. And not only that, but I want to say this. Oh, well, let me ask you first.
Yeah.
Right? If somebody cheated in the past, right? They admitted, I cheated.
Yeah.
Right? Would you ever trust them again?
No.
Why not?
All right. Now that you asked that question in that sense, if you are straightforward about you cheating, like you did it, and then you say you did it, all right, you're real about it. You're being real. All right, I understand. I forgive, I don't forget. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I'm not going to take it further as what it should be because, one, I don't have your attention no more. I'm not the one that you sexually want. You know what I'm saying? If you stepped out the box with shit, that's what you want. You don't want just me no more. You want something else.
So you think you could forgive? Hold on. So you think you could forgive a girl if she admitted that she cheated on you? Do you think that you could forgive her within that relationship?
Yeah, you forgive but don't forget.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
And then do you also believe that like once a cheater, always a cheater? Meaning that if somebody already cheated, that they have the availability to never cheat ever again?
Well, they have the intentions, but it's like if somebody really willing to change,
Right.
like they're gonna change. You do whatever you put your mind to. If you really want that person and you see what you did was wrong because you stepped out and you really, you know what I'm saying, that all like I said, it's one with self. You know what I'm saying? Only you can make that change in life. But you have to try harder to prove yourself more now that they already have it in their mind. Like you cheated. So now they're probably want to go through your phone more, or they want to know who you're talking to more,
Right.
or they want to know, you know what I'm saying? So if you come home 10 minutes late, they're like, damn, they automatically clicks in their head, they're cheating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it takes, I feel like if you have the energy to want to cheat and you feel like you're not going to be able to want to keep a stable relationship and hold that chemistry, don't be in a relationship.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like if
Just
somebody
be
messed up,
promiscuous.
that's the thing. Like if somebody messed up, right? This is
Yeah.
what I don't understand. If you have, if you got caught cheating, right, and your partner is now on edge and acting differently, I really don't see how you can possibly justify you blaming that person for being on edge. First of all, you are lucky that they even forgave you in the first place. So how could you possibly get upset, right?
Facts.
Or like be like, oh, you're being insecure. Like, no, like you're the one who crossed the line. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, you know, just to like make it a little bit personal, I discovered that somebody I was dealing with cheated, right? And yes, I did see things or try to like, I didn't hold it against her necessarily, but I did see her differently after that. Now, this person got upset with me, and I did feel bad about that in the first place. But at the same time, come on, like, as humans, we always have to look out for ourselves first. So I just kind of feel like after that, you know, there's levels to it, but you have to understand it's not going to be the same.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying?
Sex ain't the same. Nothing. Because all you see is the image of her stepping out or him stepping
getting digged down.
That's it. That's the only image you see in your head. So why sit there and fight the fact that you want to be together with that person? It's not the same. It's really not.
No, it's not going to be the same. It's never going to be the same.
Years on, y'all can have makeup sex from ex, because y'all exes, you know, I feel like a lot of people that are exes, eventually years on, they're going to fuck again.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it just takes time. You know what I'm saying? Because now y'all not together. Y'all just friends. And so now it's a promiscuous type ordeal. So now it's just one night stands.
Yeah.
And now it's, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to worry about the stress, the weight on your chest, the insecurity of feeling like, all right, this person is not being one. You know, I'm not being 100% with me. Because if it's not 100%, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's not 50-50. Everything's 100% both ways.
I feel like another thing with cheating, I know this is going to sound bad, but I'm just going to say it right. I feel like another reason why people cheat, it actually doesn't even have to do with like how good the person that they're with is. It's just the fact that it felt good. No person does something if it didn't feel good. So somebody might get addicted to the taboo of sex. They might get addicted to the thrill of sex, right? There's things about cheating in the first place that somebody actually likes. And then, so that's why people cheat sometimes, is because I shouldn't be doing this. You feel me? It's like, it's like it's life's too boring without it. You know what I'm saying? Or their relationship is too boring without it. And I know a lot of people will be like, oh my God, that sounds disgusting. That sounds this and that and the third. No. It's facts, because so many people are cheating. Why? Because it has to feel good. If it didn't feel good, you know what I'm saying? People aren't out here in record numbers, you know what I'm saying, burning their hands on stoves for no reason. No, they were freaking 5 or 6, burnt it and was like, no, that sucks.
Yeah. There's something in that sexual relations that you stepping out. Say if your girl ass ain't that fat, you want to find a girl with a fat ass.
Well, not only that, but the girl that you cheated.
Why you cheat?
But right, but that's the thing. As a man, the girl that you cheated on your girl with could be way lesser than the girl that you're with right now.
And I don't understand
but you still step out.
I don't understand that.
So that's why I feel like cheating doesn't actually necessarily have to do with the fact that anybody is better or lesser than. It actually have to do with, it has to do with the addiction to the taboo.
It's adrenaline. It's that adrenaline of knowing that you could do something, and if you don't know if you're gonna get caught, or you don't know if you're gonna tell on yourself, but at the same time, that adrenaline rush, busting a nut, you're a fucking man. You want to get your rocks off.
Yeah,
you know, shit happens. But it's like at the same time, if you is not going to if you're not gonna be in a committed relationship, if you're gonna sit there and tell somebody you're gonna do something, fucking do it. If not, leave them alone.
Dead it, right?
Dead it. Because all you're going to do is it's going to be a jail case. It's going to be a battery case, suicidal case. It's going to be something that you can't handle in the end because you weren't real to this person.
Right.
Period.
And at the end of the day, on that note, I just want to say, like, universally, I feel like, no, we shouldn't, as a society, we normalize everything. I don't really feel like we should ever normalize cheating, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's okay to admit that, like, it's an issue and that a lot of people are doing it right now, but I never want to get to a place in society where people are like, all right, let's start normalizing it, because right? Yeah. Because there's people out there that are, poly, like they fucks with that type of shit. And with that being said, right, with cheating, people have to also understand, like, if somebody's insecure, don't bash them for their insecurity, because you don't know what stage you met that person in. Because getting cheated on is, you know what I'm saying, that takes a toll on, like, how you view yourself. So don't, like, be like, oh, you being insecure, this and that and the third. Like, nah, try to be a human for once and realize this person might have been going through some real shit.
Yeah, facts.
And you don't know how big that dick was when he found out.
We're doing a survey around the country on the way population handles themselves and speaks and deals with their friends and interact with their peers.